Hello, my name is Kay Munro and today I'm talking about business and life advice in song lyrics. So just what are today's lyrics? Now, it's a common thought that if you're tough on yourself, you'll actually perform better. However, that is not always the case, and sometimes self-criticism is actually self-defeating and can actually ruin your focus and your productivity if you let it, as well as potentially also really affecting your self-esteem if you are consistently really hard on yourself. And don't get me wrong, you need to look at yourself critically in order to learn and to change and to get better. But there's a line where a more balanced approach between the sort of constant self-criticism and some self-love is a really important thing and works much better than always being critical. I know this is easier said than done because let me tell you, I've let some spectacular opportunities slip through my fingers over the years and I've got down on myself. So it's not easy. However, as a starting point, you need to try and resist the urge to continue to loop back to a single negative event or aspect and instead consider your performance in totality. Sure, you may have stuffed up one part of your project or something at work and it cost you a lot of time in fixing it and it cost you a lot of stress, but you eventually got it done. We don't have good days every day. I mean, the UK Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, seemingly has more bad days being Boris Johnson than good days, especially at the moment. And even the best of the best, like Michael Jordan, had bad days on the basketball court. And he was the best basketballer of all time. Some days will be below your expectations for yourself, and that's normal and okay. To avoid focusing on the negative, you could consider a positive what if situation, because we often only do a negative what if, as in, what if things go really badly? And then we workshop what we will do to mitigate the negative outcomes and the fallouts from those what ifs. But things can also go well. So you should what if positively. For example, what if this idea I have isn't actually that ridiculous? What if my public speaking engagement actually goes well? What if I actually get that job I really want? And what if the person says yes when I ask them out on a date? Not everything is doom and gloom, but if you really want to beat yourself up, then set a timer to do so and then move on. Set a timer for maybe 30 minutes or maybe an hour if you're a real misery guts, and allow yourself during that time to get down on yourself and really process your negative emotions and your emotions that you're feeling. But once that timer goes off, that's it. It's time for you to move past whatever you did or didn't do and get on with what you should be doing. Now, we all get annoyed at ourselves and the dumb things we do, and there's plenty of them, but don't beat yourself up over it. Ultimately, that's not going to change what happened. All it's going to do is hurt yourself. Learn from it and move on as fast as you can. Now, that's all this week. I'll be back next week with more advice from song lyrics. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and go easy on yourself, champion.